Maybe you do tell your employees every now and then, if you have any concerns, please share with us, but then you don't get as much feedback, is it?
My superiors are like that, yeah, which I respect them for that. Yeah, if you have any problem, just come to one of them and tell them, and probably, they can solve it for me. Yeah.
Like macam tahun aku, got any question, any feedback, senyap. Tapi kat belakang dia.
Yeah. And little macam, why didn't you guys say anything?
Welcome back again to the GRADUAN podcast, where we delve into the dynamic world of industry trends and insider hacks, tailored for recent graduates and experienced professionals on their career journey. So today, I can see the Glenmarie LRT station in front of me, so I think you can guess where I'm at. I'm at CGC today. I think we can have a round of introductions first. Starting with...
Hi, my name is Nazra. I'm the Chief Human Resource Officer for CGC.
Hi everyone, I'm Iza Humaira. I'm the Finance Executive.
Hi everyone, I'm Norzati Yumni. I'm the protege from CGC Digital.
So, let's start with, let's talk about how are you guys doing lately? Yeah, anyone wants to take the mic?
How are you, Encik Nazra?
Ladies first.
Oh, ladies first. Okay,
maybe
I'll
Iza
go.
can go.
Yeah, I'm doing great. Alhamdulillah. I mean, it's a new day and it's a new work day, and tomorrow's Friday. So
Yeah, tomorrow's Friday.
that's the spirit.
Okay, Yumni?
For me, I'm still new in CGC, but I'm looking forward for Friday also tomorrow.
We're all looking forward to Friday. And Cik Nazra?
I guess everyone is looking forward for Friday, so I think I should follow the trends.
All right. So, today our topic is creating a sense of belonging in the workplace, and it also aligns with our upcoming theme for the GRADUAN Aspire Plus conference, where we talk about sustainability and DEI. So this is such an interesting topic to discuss about today, and the first question I would like to ask regarding this topic is that how do you define what a culture of belonging means in the context of the workplace, and why is it important? So maybe we can start with Cik Nazra. What do you think about this?
Right. Culture of belonging basically in the workplace means an environment whereby all employees feel they are valued, accepted, and they're being an integral part of the organization. It's important because it foster collaboration, innovation, and higher job satisfaction. That's what I feel.
Right, yes. And Iza, what do you think is the definition of culture of belonging?
Yeah, I think we're coming back to the meaning of belong itself is where you feel that you are in the right place,
Yeah.
And working is you are going to do it for 5 days in a week. So probably you want to go to the place where you feel belong and wanted and valued and even heard without discrimination, bias. So I think that what means.
I mean, your workplace is the place where you spend most of your hours in a week, right?
Most of your life.
Yeah, true. Exactly. And Yumni, what do you think is culture of belonging in the workplace?
Okay, from my understanding, culture of belonging in the context of workplace is where we feel like we are comfortable to raise our voice regardless our position, race, and identity.
Right. Thank you, Yumni. And since it's important for an employee to feel like they belong in an organization, right? So I would like to ask Cik Nazra, as the CHRO of CGC, how can leaders and managers actively promote a culture of belonging in their organizations?
So I think promoting means like you're advertising. So basically you need to show you need to be a model. Whereby you have to show the inclusive behavior, actively seeking diverse perspective, and also providing mentorship. I mean, mentorship can be two ways. Somehow or other, it can be mentorship or reverse mentorship. I mean, mentorship is quite big in common. I mean, For example, Izzah can be my mentor. And also, the leader must show capabilities to ensure that equal opportunities and provide what we call fair competition. And not competition, opportunities for all. I mean, they have to perform and to be fair. So that's what I feel.
Right, I see. And Yumni, since you are a protege right now, do you feel that you have a mentor to help you feel like to create a sense of belonging?
Yes.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's great. Yep. And the next question I would have regarding creating a sense of belonging in the workplace, what are some common challenges or barriers that organizations face when trying to create an inclusive workplace culture, and how do they overcome them? Izzah, what do you think?
I think the biggest barrier is mostly on resistance to change, because when you are in your comfort zone or where you are at one place that have been at the same position or, being in a place you are at for a long time, it is hard for you to change. Yeah, so meaning being inclusive in a workplace has, you need some kind of work and, then you will feel like probably you will have difficulties to change, and also in terms of cultural differences, age gap, I would say, because from my experience, age gap, I would say, is quite a challenge, because I am, the generational gap even, communicating, and also actually trying to, sometimes when you're trying to correct someone who is older than you, it will be, that's a challenge for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I get that. True. I think resistance to change is a problem in a lot of organizations. Cik Nazra, what do you think about that generational gap? Do you feel the challenge? Do you feel challenged sometimes?
I think apart from what Izzah mentioned, resistance to change is one part. So basically, we also need to look into the unconscious bias. Somehow or other, we can't deviate from. People has their own bias without they realizing it. Apart from that, also we some of the employees may feel their lack of representation if they are not being what we call if they feel they are minorities, so they feel that their voice are not being heard in the organization. So that's some of the issues lah. So I think training is important, and fostering open communications and also dialogue, and also maybe setting a clearly diversity goals that covers every employees in the organization.
Right, yeah. So speaking about trainings, right, what training or educational programs can help employees and leaders better understand and support diversity and inclusion? Maybe you can share what CGC offers their employees to help with this initiative? Maybe Cik Nazra or Izzah?
Oh, that's wrong.
Any of you?
You mean creating a safe space, is it?
No, we'll talk about the training and educational programs
So
first.
I think educational programs, HR or human resource department, they will always try and give us trainings, monthly, and sometimes, thing that will make you be aware of inclusivity in workplace. And I believe that it's not a one-off program. Being inclusive in your workplace, it's a long-term effort. Yeah.
So you regularly have these trainings and programs, is it? Talking about inclusivity
Of
and
course,
diversity.
Yeah, it's just not just HR related, but probably from my department ourselves, we would have activities among ourselves, and where we talk, and sometimes probably orang kata curahan hati, what is going on in this place, what's wrong,
Yeah, it's
how
important to
fix
check
it.
in sometimes,
Yes,
right?
true.
Yeah. So Yumni, have you participated in any of these programs?
For now, I pernah pergi the town hall because
town
I'm
hall.
still new.
Oh, okay. All right, that's something. And so the last question I would like to ask for this session, since Izzah mentioned creating a safe space, so how can organizations create a safe space to provide feedback on diversity and inclusion efforts?
Everybody's looking at me. Okay. Creating spaces ni a bit. I mean, it's subjective depending on the need. Somehow or other, some people wanted to have some anonymously, kan. So we can have probably a face-to-face listening session. I mean, some mediation punya trends or way. And also we can have anonymous feedback platform, and also we can have what we call, and probably some chatting session between the managers and the employees, the leaders along in the organizations now. I mean, depending on the feedback itself, whether kalau anonymous or whether it's rather sensitive, then it will be coming face to face. But if it's an open forum, then it will be with all the rest of the organizations.
Yeah, I agree. I think having like leaders who are open to listen to feedback and like any complaints, maybe they have any concerns, that's very important to make the employee feel more belong and safe.
But they will also face challenges because we try to promote, tapi sama ada dia tak nak cakap kan.
Oh, they still feel like it's best
so
if they
macam
just
tu lah.
don't say anything.
Keep it to yourself.
So kita kat sini cakap.
Tell us, please. We need to fix this.
So maybe you do tell your employees every now and then, if you have any concerns, please share with us. But then you don't get as much feedback, is it?
My superiors are like that, yeah, which I respect them for that. Yeah, if you have any problem, just come to one of them and tell them, and probably they can solve it for me. Yeah.
Like macam tahun kau got any question, any feedback, senyap, tapi kat belakang dia.
And dia macam, why didn't you guys say anything?
Yeah. I mean, if you want change, and you have to voice it out, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's how CGC does their effort in creating a safe space for the employees. And now we have a segment for you guys. So I call it the share your story segment. And basically, in this segment, we have some success stories from employees who have felt a strong sense of belonging in CGC. So these stories were written by their own employees. All right, we didn't make any of these stories up. They sent these to us. So we all are going to take turns and then share our opinions on it. All right. So I'll start. I have a story here from Amirul Koyum American, who is a talent acquisition executive, and I believe he's sitting right there, listening right now. Okay, so according to Amirul, CGC stands as a beacon of balance, seamlessly merging modern work dynamics with the invaluable ethos of tradition. This duality has provided a foundation for my development, instilling in me a sense of discipline that transcends my professional life. The leadership at CGC is nothing short of extraordinary. My manager and mentors have consistently extended their wisdom and support, offering guidance while allowing me the latitude to explore and hone my individual skills. In my multifaceted role, I've been entrusted with diverse responsibilities, a testament to the confidence CGC places in its employees. This dynamic exposure has equipped me to take on any task within my purview with confidence and competence. It's through these experiences that I've come to realize the immense potential within me. So that's what Amirul had to say, and I would say, wow, like, it's so important to be accepted in an organization that brings out the best in you. Like, you have all these qualities that you may have never noticed before, but because you're in the right place, you know that you have potential, right? Yeah. So, what do you think about this, Iza?
Oh, okay. I agree with that. Mostly my manager and also my superior, I would say, they will always give us a time or something if you have a project to come up with, or it's their idea, but they will give it to you and try to make you expand it and handle it and everything. So recently, my biggest project, I think, was a scholarship project between CGC and MyPac. It's like a project where we sponsor B40 students to pursue for professional accountancy program. Yeah.
Wow, okay.
So that was a really, I mean, it's an eye-opening event for me, getting to know people from different backgrounds and everything, and having to handle them from the first session, which is the interview, up until recently we had our ceremony with them. So it was a really great opportunity for me to, handle this and that, and revealing what am I capable of doing.
Yeah, exactly. It must feel really great that they entrusted you with such
true.
responsibility.
It's like
right?
the sense of ownership.
Yeah, that's
I like
great.
that.
Yeah. So we'll move on to the next story. Yumi can take this one.
Okay, so for this story is from Mugilan. He is the manager for integrity. So his story is when I first joined CGC, one of the things I noticed the most was think, which means teamwork, hardworking, integrity, nurturing, and knowledge. From these core values, I anticipate that the organization upholding the highest standard of integrity, and one of the core value is integrity. The most pivotal aspect that I admire about CGC is the unwavering commitment of our leadership. They consistently lead by example, always prioritizing inclusivity, integrity, and transparency, thereby setting the tone for the entire organization. So this is the story from Mugilan, the manager for integrity.
There you go. Again, an employee mentioning about leadership. I guess leadership in CGC is really something extraordinary. Maybe something you can't find anywhere else, right? A lot of employees have mentioned it. So, Yumi, do you have any comments? How do you feel as a protege when you find out you are in an organization where people praise the leaders there?
Okay, actually, I'm the first protege for CGC Digital.
Oh, okay.
So, okay, what I find so far is they are so very welcoming the new talents, and even I'm a fresh graduate, I can feel dorang punya macam how to say.
Welcoming.
Yeah, how they ajar us to do things and all.
Oh, so they never leave you out lah.
No.
Anything they want to do, they include you.
Yeah,
Like, oh,
yeah.
Yumi, tengok ni macam mana nak buat ni and everything, is it?
Yeah, correct.
There you go from their own protege. Okay, so the next story Iza will share with us.
Okay, I think mine is short.
Yep.
This is from Lee Jiayi. She's an executive. Okay, so the company is practicing work-life balancing working culture. Several activities are organized to foster the relationship among the staffs. Meantime, staffs are also encouraged to go for training and self-development. CGC is a good platform to learn and grow your career as the company emphasizes teamwork and continuous learning. Yep, that's from Jiayi.
All right, so not just CGC has great leaders, but they also promote work-life balance.
True.
So how could you elaborate a little bit on like how CGC promotes work-life balance?
So, I think work-life balance is kind of, actually it's an old term lah, work-life balance. But nowadays, the evolution of work-life balance was then, but then it moved into work-life integrations during the COVID days. But now it's work-life fit, whether you are fit for that role or not. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, in terms of how we promote it is everyone play a vital parts lah, in terms how you select the employees, how you do the assessment, how you create a behavior of acceptance and inclusion. That is what we have been talking kan. So we do accept diversity. I mean kita accept diversity and how they work and so forth. I mean in terms of work-life balance, so we do understand if people have commitment before coming to work. So basically we introduce. I mean, most of the organizations that introduce what is called the flexible working hours and so forth, kan? And certain division may implement. I mean, the head of division may implement work from home or work from anywhere. I mean, on the paper it'll be a fix 4+1 kan, that kind of thing, but certainly some department understand that because of the needs of the employees, they need to attend for certain important things. We allow them to build around lah, how they work, how they fit into their life to
definitely.
fit into the work. So
Betul.
I think that's about it lah kan.
Okay. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so that's another story from a CGC employee, and we have last story. Cik Nazra will share with us.
So this story is from Haziq bin Ehsan Al-Aisani, executive from Product Development and Management. Okay, so I mean, as roughly when I just glanced through the stories, basically it's all about the extra curricular activities in CGCs.
Yeah, very interesting to know.
So basically talk about our sport related activities, talk about what we call our treasure hunts and so forth lah. So one of the highlights that what he wrote lah, one of the highlights of CGC commitment to fostering inclusion is the annual dinner. Okay.
Annual dinner.
These grand events bring together employees for a night of celebration, okay, fine dining and entertainment. It is a time for everyone to let their hair down and simply enjoy each other's company. Make me wonder. The diversity of dishes and cultural performance at the dinner reflects the rich tapestry of backgrounds within the organisation, further reinforcing the message that CGC is a place where everyone is welcome and appreciated. Okay, this is what he wrote lah.
Okay, so CGC also has an annual dinner, and I think employees enjoy that time of the year where they can go and like dress up and eat fine dining, right? Yeah, so I think that's also important to foster a culture of belonging, because it's something they all can participate and be a part of.
I think apart from the annual dinner, we also have this what we call the division engagement, whereby every quarter the division may bring their own staff to whatever activities that is outside the organizations lah. Sometimes they bring for lunch, sometimes they go for go-karting, sometimes they go for river
Rafting.
Ah,
Water
rafting.
rafting.
Oh,
Water
okay.
rafting.
Water rafting.
Some
Alright.
escape room
Escape
lah,
room,
you know,
yep.
whatever lah. That's yours kan. That's
Yeah.
it.
Don't tell.
So there's actually a lot of activities that CGC does with the employees.
Yeah.
There's annual dinner, there's water rafting,
Yeah,
there's escape rooms.
mine. I would personally look forward for treasure hunt. We have annual treasure hunt. This year we went to Kuantan. It was really amazing, and yeah, I won 4th place. Yay! Yeah, we love that. Yeah.
Right. So there you go. Those are just some of the efforts that CGC has done for the employees to foster a culture of belonging. And I think we've reached the end of the podcast session. So maybe any last advices for our graduates who want to know more about inclusion, and how do they want to feel included in an organization? Yeah, and maybe any pointers on how to choose the right company for you. Yeah. You can
Give the young one lah.
Sorry?
I give the young one.
Okay, young ones. Young ones.
Okay, anything you want to say to the talents your age, Yumi, who are also looking for a company where they can feel like they belong?
Okay, so for me, don't be scared to explore yourself. Then if you get to masuk to the company, don't scared to ask questions. Just
Correct,
ask a lot
yes.
of questions. Yeah.
Yeah, basically don't be shy to ask
Yeah.
questions, because that's how you learn, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Iza, maybe anything for the graduates?
For fresh graduates, you know, the first thing is always about the pay. You know, it's always like, okay, how much am I gonna get paid? I know that's an important question too. But for me, it's all about when you get into, your first workplace. It's all about, you have to put in the effort to be in the environment. It's just not you cannot feel entitled that environment should make and should include me. It's a two-way effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's from me. Good luck.
Yep. Okay, there you have it. Our talents from CGC today. Thank you so much, guys, again for listening in. And see you guys at the upcoming GRADUAN Aspire Plus conference if you want to learn more about inclusion and other DI diversity. Bye. You can wave.